Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. Breaking news out of Roseau County. Emergency crews are battling a wildfire in the Beltrami State Forest. The Roseau County Sheriff's Office tells us that a fire has started in the forest and they're evacuating people as a precaution. According to the Roseau County Emergency Manager, the evacuations affect those people in the River Road cabins. Keep checking back with us here and on valleynewslive.com as we update this breaking story as we know more. Our winds have been gusty all day, you know that, adding fuel to those wildfires, and it's continuing right now. Let's go to meteorologist Lisa Green to see when those winds might die down. Lisa?
Thanks, Andrea. Yeah, with winds like that, any fires that start up can spread very, very quickly. We saw that there in the Beltrami State Forest area, and also up north around the Pembina area along I-29 was closed for a time, opened back up. Now you can see on the North Dakota DOT camera, there's at least one vehicle on the road there, and visibility has also improved. Still gray skies. We should be seeing blue skies right now in that region, but at least we can see where we're going on the roadway there near the Canadian border. There are other places where visibility on the roads is very poor. You do not want to get caught in one of those areas of smoke or even dust getting kicked up. It's blowing from south to north, so downwind from the smoke would be on the north side of any fire that's occurring. 33-mile-per-hour gust in Fargo, 39 in Grand Forks. So it has been gusting into the 40s at times during the afternoon, and very warm. This is also contributing to the issues, helping to dry out the atmosphere even more. 77 degrees in Fargo. That red flag warning remains in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. And Andrea, we do have a little bit of relief on the way coming up over the next 24 hours, and perhaps even some rain in the forecast too. Talking about that here in just a few moments.
All right, thank you so much, Lisa. More breaking news for you. Wildfires are scorching the earth across the Northern Valley. As we were the first to report on valleynewslive.com today, high winds and heavy smoke were so bad it shut down I-29 from Drayton all the way to the Canadian border. 8 patients from a multiple car crash on I-29 had to be taken to All True Hospital for their injuries. Valley News team's Macy Enger has been following this story all afternoon for us, and she joins us live with the very latest from the interstate and the wildfire. Macy?
Yeah, Andrea, it's easy to see what Lisa Green is talking about. We've just been standing out here, and you can feel the 40-mile-per-hour winds sometimes and the gusts. But anyway, that was what caused the closure on I-29 because of low visibility. But now the interstate is back open, and cars are driving both north and south all the way to the Canadian border. Now, traveling up here on North I-29, you can see burnt patches along the road, and that's just parts of the fire that was being worked on up here. Right now, firefighters are saying there is a travel alert because there could be some hot spots they're still trying to put out, and that smoke with this wind could travel across the road, so you want to be careful for that. We'll stay out here and continue to bring you the latest on this story. Andrea?
All right, Macy, thank you so much for that live report. And farther south, those high winds and dry conditions are also causing more fires and more problems for farmers. And it could be a hot, dry year, at least until July, according to the National Climate Center. Valley News team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening.
At sunrise, the wind was already picking up. And the wind is not good news for valley farmers. It's quickly evaporating moisture from many fields that are already flirting with drought conditions. Kevin Kruger and family were planting wheat today.
Fairly dry. We worked this ground yesterday, and the wind's really dried up. Yeah, I need to rain real quick.
By 11 a.m., the winds just continued to get stronger, and fire crews found themselves battling a wildfire back here along Highway 32, just south of Fertile. The DNR says the original fire actually started a couple of days ago, and was fueled back into action today by high winds. It was contained to 400 acres as DNR crews stand by to make sure it doesn't spread.
This was a wildfire a couple days ago. The perimeter is secure, but we still have some fuels internally that are burning, which is producing some smoke today. So we're just going to be sitting here watching this site.
And unfortunately, the long-range forecast into July for the Red River Valley and most of Minnesota is not good.
We're expecting to see more above normal temperatures. There's a better chance of above normal temperatures and drier conditions for the Red River Valley and into northern Minnesota. And that's the current forecast from the Climate Prediction Center.
Covering the Northern Valley, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
To other news now. Less than a minute. That's how long Pierre Collins of Crystal, Minnesota, spent in a court appearance today in Hennepin County. Collins is charged with second-degree murder in the death of his 10-year-old son, Barway Collins. He was officially assigned a public defender who made no argument to reduce his bail. A third person has been arrested in connection with a robbery near West Acres in March. Ibrahim Hassan Noor has been arrested for the All-Stop store robbery on March 26th. Fargo police arrested 2 other men just 2 days after the robbery. One of the men showed a gun and demanded money from the convenience store. An Otter Tail Lakes resort is closed today after the roof above its water park collapsed. The manager of Thumper Pond says it happened just before midnight in the water park area of the resort. About 30 guests were moved to other resorts in the area for safety precautions. Today, crews are cleaning up and assessing the damage. No one was hurt in that incident.
You know, our phone is definitely ringing. Our sales department is busy fielding questions, comments from groups that have golf events or events here as well. But we're working through that right now.
The manager adds he hopes they'll be able to reopen tomorrow. We have updated information now on that 11-year-old girl, the Fargo girl, missing since Sunday. Sadie Dunn has now been found. Also, a petition has been started to get the Moorhead School Board to change their minds on its decision to no longer support the Special Olympics program. A recent letter was sent to parents, and it indicated the school's unwillingness to support the Special Olympics. In the letter, the district said there have been a number of challenges with the program, like participation through a field trip, requirements with participation, and completing medical forms. Parents gathered on Monday at a school board meeting asking the board to reconsider. The last time we checked, the petition had more than 100 signatures. If you would like to sign it, we have a link for you at valleynewslive.com. Just search for this story. A concerned viewer contacted us about an unpleasant smell in West Fargo. After the winter ice melted, it wasn't the smell of spring flowers that greeted them, it was the smell of sewage. We contacted the city of West Fargo to see what could be done about the issue. According to the director of Public Works, there are 9 waste stabilization lagoons in West Fargo, and it's typical during this time of year for those smells to emerge. They say it can take 2 to 3 weeks for the scent to go away, and that residents need to be patient. They say the lagoon system offers a cheap and easy way to treat sewage, and that the alternative, putting in a wastewater treatment plant, could cost $80 to $100 million. A scare at our nation's capital today. A man is in custody after a gyrocopter landed on the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol today. The gyrocopter touched down around 1:30 p.m. and the pilot was immediately taken into custody. The unexpected landing forced police to lock down the Capitol building and visitor center and also several streets in the area. Emergency vehicles were dispatched to the area and a robot bomb detector was sent over to the craft. One of the world's most endangered birds is making its way through the area. It's migrating season, and the whooping crane is traveling through the state. The North Dakota Game and Fish Department says there are only about 350 left, but even though they're rare, you may just spot one.
There's a lot of activity, a lot of people traveling around, and you never just know. You might actually spot a whooping crane.
If you do spot one, the North Dakota Game and Fish Department wants to know about it. But they say don't disturb the birds, just leave them alone. Still ahead tonight, the dangers that were found inside this brand of baby food.
And high temperatures today once again soared into the 70s, 77 degrees in Fargo, 76 in Grand Forks. That warmth and the wind causing some fire danger today. What will we experience tomorrow? All details right after this.
You're watching